Hey everybody, this is Dave Walsh, and I am playing the next scenario in the Dream Chaser campaign, and we are now doing the Temple of the Deceived, which is known to be the map scenario. So let's take a look at the my hand, starting scenario setup, campaign setup, and we will go from there. For allies in my hand, I have several actually, so we'll see how this works out. On the left, I have the Minstrel, which allows me to go dig for an event. Zero cost events in a Sylvan deck is really good, and the other ally I have is the Lorien Guide, which allows me to put a progress token on the active location. Which I'm not sure how this is going to work. It's been a long time since I played Temple of the Deceived. I think I played it once, maybe when it was first released, and then maybe once again with Ted, but that was before the pandemic, I think. Anyways, so it's been a while. I'm almost playing this blind, but there's the first two allies I have. And the second two allies I have there on the left, I have the Handmaiden, Galadriel's Handmaiden, and I get to lower my threat by 1 when she enters play, which is amazing. Plus, she quests for 2, so she's a big quester. And then I have Henemarth, a solo player's dream card to have, so I get to look at the top card of the deck, of the encounter deck. And then the last two cards I have in my hand, I have a zero cost event, which is the Tree People, which is kind of what I would say it's the primary event that makes a Sylvan deck sing. You're allowed to kind of trade up. You bring a Sylvan back into your hand, and you look in the top five cards of your deck to find a Sylvan ally, and you put that into play for free. And so that's great. And then Nenya makes Galadriel amazing. Gives her the lore resource icon, which is amazing for playing the Tree People. In my earlier days, I was forgetting that I needed that lore resource icon to play Tree People. And you could probably go back and look at some of those playthroughs. But nonetheless, the other thing it allows me to do is throw her willpower to somebody else's questing when she's questing, and so that's really good. Every once in a while, I like to just remind you of the heroes I'm using. So in this scenario, we'll look at Galadriel and Celeborn. I'm using the alt art versions. I just recently, right around Christmas time, was able to get the alt art Celeborn for a reasonable price. Few and far between finding these things reasonable. It's an amazing card. I love the way it looks. It's just really amazing art. So Celeborn on the right there says after Sylvan ally enters play, that ally gains +1 will, +1 attack, +1 defense until the end of the round. And then Galadriel on the left, it's hard to see, you can't really read it because Caleb Grace's signature is covering it. And so she has an ability that just says that if you exhaust her, you get to lower your threat by 1 and draw a card. And you can do that for any player, but I'm the only one. I'm playing solo. So, but great multiplayer. And then the other thing is, I'm sorry, that's her action. Her passive ability is that the round that an ally comes into play, any ally, it doesn't exhaust to quest. Okay, searching the island. So we have to prepare the island map. You saw that briefly before. It says flip over the top left and bottom left locations of the island map without resolving their forced effect. So the top left and bottom left. The top left is the jungle path. And it says, while it's the active location, locations immediately above and below are not considered to be in the staging area. So that's good. And it says when Jungle Path is flipped over, while active, each player must exhaust a character with at least 2. So I don't have to do that. And then the Flooded Ruins just says, while it's the active location, it contributes its threat to the staging area. And choose one as the player's, so we're going to choose one of those as the starting active location. Okay, so I think I'm going to pick the jungle path to be the active location. Okay, it says the first player takes control of Sahir, and the last player takes control of Nasia, objective ally face up. On the left is Sahir, Captain Sahir, and you can read his text there, so I gain control of that. And it says Sahir gets +1 will and +1 attack for each resource on him to a max of +6, which is still pretty powerful. And it says spend 1 resource from a hero you control to place 1 resource. So you can transfer resources to Sahir to give him the boost. And then it says while Nasia is attacking or defending, Nasia on the right says while she's attacking or defending, give her +1 or +2 to her attack or +2 to her defense for this attack. It says spend 1 resource from a hero you control to place 1 resource on Nasia. Limit once per round. So, you want to try to get resources to those two so they can actually help you do things. Okay, it says add Temple Guardian to the staging area and attach Gate T to it. Guarded, shuffle the encounter deck. So the Temple Guardian on the left has a campaign-only mode side. And so I can flip this over and you can see it's got another side. So kind of the same stats, but kind of a pain in the butt. The biggest change is that it has Archery X, where X is the number of players in the game. So it's going to have 1 threat, 5 attack, 1 defense, but it's going to have also Archery 1, which sticks. So I'm going to have to take 1 damage every turn. And it's immune to player card effects, and it can't be optionally engaged, so it's going to be stuck up in the staging area. And then Temple Guardian gets -50 engagement cost, while Cursed Temple is the active location. So I'm going to have to travel to the Temple of the Deceit, right? Temple, Cursed Temple, to get to that. Okay. And then the gate key says if unattached, I get to put it on a hero. I have to exhaust a hero to get it. And it says spend the 3 resources from attached hero's resource pool to look at a face down side of a Temple of the Deceived. So there's ways to look at a Temple of the Deceived. There's ways to look at the Lost Island locations. There's all sorts of things going on. Okay, it says Uncharted, immune to player card effects, which means that we can't use the spyglass or whatever to put progress on it. The only way to travel to it is by getting control of Gate Key, so that's going to happen. And it says after Temple of the Deceived becomes the active location, flip it over. Playing the Temple of the Deceived, it's part 6. It says attach Black Key boon to Captain Sahir. The Black Key boon just gives him 1 to each of his stats: will, attack, and defense. And then it says shuffle Revenant into the encounter deck, shuffle Starla and both Recurring Nightmare together, and place 1 face down under each Temple of the Deceived. So there's Starla and Recurring Nightmare under each temple location, and it says, and we're going to call those secrets. It says for each character in play, its controller may deal 1 damage to it to reduce their threat by 1. 1 player may raise their threat by 4 to attach Spyglass to a hero. So I am going to raise my threat by 4. 33 is my starting threat now, and I'm going to get the Spyglass. Okay, and it says when the Spyglass is played, remove it from the game, and it says exhaust Spyglass, choose 1, look at a shadow card, place 1 progress on a location. 2, instead of it's Uncharted, look at the top and bottom card of your deck. Here's the thing, I have 6 carryover XP from last time, and I could either upgrade this Spyglass to get 4 progress on an Uncharted location, or I could spend 4 for this one to upgrade this guy, and this gives Sahir 1 resource on him. And I think that that's what I want. I want Sahir to be able to get his own resources, as opposed to be able to have me spend to do that. So I'm going to spend 4 to do this, to upgrade the black key, and then I'm going to actually spend an extra 1 to upgrade Come Together. Okay, so I can do another 1 for Come Together. So that's 5 XP. Okay, so let me take you on a little tour of the play area here. So this is my play area, my 3 heroes, Sahir and Nasia. You can see I have my my willpower tracker and staging area threat tracker here. Okay, here's the island map, and you can see here's the jungle path and the flooded ruins that I was able to turn over, and I picked here to start. I have a little Galadriel mini that I'm going to use because I feel like that's a great idea here. So I'm going to do that. These guys are all close together. Here's the Temple of the Deceived, and here is either Starla or the Recurring Nightmare under each Temple of the Deceived locations. Obviously, my threat dial, I raised it to 33. And then here's the Temple Guardian with the black key attached to it, or the gate key. So I have all sorts of crazy stuff going on. Okay, so I guess it's time to draw and do what we can do here. Okay, I get a Host of the Glathram as my starting thing. That's not going to be the best, but that's okay. Turn my cards over here. I like to draw them so that they're face up when I draw them. Okay, so let's do a thing here. So I'm going to play. I'm going to play Nenya here for 1. And then I'm going to play Henemarth for 1. I'm going to exhaust Henemarth to look at the top card of the encounter deck. And it's a treachery. It says Deeper into the Ruins. Okay, so let's take a look at that and see what we're going to have to deal with when we quest. Okay, it says until the end of the phase, add X threat, where X to the total threat in the staging area. X is the total of all locations to the left of the active location in its row. To the left, okay? So if X is 0, Deeper into Ruins gains Doomed 1. So to the left, I have nothing to the left of the active location. And I think that this is the time to explain how locations work here. Okay, so here's the active location. Okay, that's what Galadriel is on. And then anything, they call it orthogonal. So to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right, down, and up is considered in the staging area. So right now I have 4, 5 in the staging area because it's 2, 2. This one is not in the right spot to have it be in the right place here. So we're not counting this threat. Although it says while it is the active location, it contributed its threat. So this is not in the staging area, nor is it the active location. So we're not worried about this. Okay, this is the active. Right now I have these 2, which are in the staging area. Okay, and then eventually when I explore it, I can move this way or down, or I can just go through however I want to. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play the Tree People, bring Henemarth back into my hand. And that's going to turn into the Sylvan Tracker, which is perfect for this because I need to be able to heal during this scenario a lot. I need to go find the card for the One Ring, the Defendy one. Now, the neat thing about this is that because these two entered play during setup, Galadriel's ability still impacts them. So this guy is questing for 1 and 1, so that's 2, and they don't exhaust a quest, which is great. And this guy is questing for 4, and then I'm going to quest here and make that 7, and I think, let's see, I'm not going to be able to engage this guy, so I think I need to make sure that I get through this location. So I'm going to quest for 8. Okay, and this is going to fizzle. It's just going to give me doomed 1. So, and I'm not going to use Galadriel. So I have a lot of ready things, but this is not a problem. So, okay, so here we go. I'm going to do this. Okay, fizzles because I just gained doomed 1, so I go to 34. Okay, and so now we have still 5 in the staging area, and I did 3. So this goes. Oh, look. Yeah. Well, whatever. I did. Because Jungle Path doesn't count this as being in the staging area. So, okay. So this doesn't leave play. So that's what happens. So, I explored this. That's good. Okay. And now I have 2 extra, and I can put progress on the staging area. So I could put progress here or here. Okay, it's a little strange, but I'm going to put progress here because that's in the staging area. And then I am going to use the spyglass to exhaust and to put 2 more progress there. And then I get to remove 4 to look and see. I get a cursed temple, and it says, while the cursed temple is the active location, characters with less than 2 willpower do not ready during the refresh phase. Okay, so I guess I kind of want to avoid that, but it's fine. I did quest successfully here, and I guess I can travel. Okay, and so travel here. I'm debating on whether I want to go to the cursed temple or the unexplored. Let's see. I guess at some point I'm going to have to go through that, but I don't know if I have to. So I'm going to actually travel here, and I'm going to flip it over, and I'm going to roll the dice here. Okay, and I get a Drowned Graves. And it says, after it is flipped over, while active, discard the top X cards of the encounter deck. Each player adds undead to the staging area. Okay, so let's see here. 1, 2... I do 3, and I see if I find an undead. Okay, I guess I'll do the Revenant. Okay, the Revenant has 3 with 3 hit points. It's immune to player card effects, and it gets +2/+2 for each resource on the campaign card. Right now, there's nothing there, and it says after when the Revenant is dealt 3 or more damage, just put 2 there instead. So it's going to take 2 rounds to kill this guy. It says after the Revenant is destroyed, shuffle it into the encounter deck, and then says place 1 resource on it. So that's how we're going to get resources on the campaign card. Okay, I'm going to engage this guy. It's going to be hard to do engagements, so I guess I'm going to just do engagements over here. I don't think that the encounter deck has too many locations. Actually, it doesn't have any locations because they're all out here. Okay, so I'm going to deal this a shadow card, and I have to do damage. So I'm going to do damage to Thranduil. I'll defend here with the Sylvan Tracker. He's defending for 2 because of Celeborn's, and it says discard the bottom card of your deck. If that card's printed cost is 2 or less, attacking enemy makes an additional attack. Okay, that's a super bummer. I can't do anything. So 2 or less. The bottom card is 0. So it's a Feigned Voices too. So that's yucky. So that's an additional attack. Okay, so I get a damage here to this guy. Okay, and then I guess I will defend with Sahir. Sahir's defending for 3, so let's give this a shadow card. There's a shadow effect. Attacking it gets +1/+2 instead if the active location is a ruins location. It is. So that's guy's 5. Okay, that's horrible. So 5. He's defending for 3. So here takes 2 damage. Okay, and I can't do anything, but I am going to lower my threat by 1 and draw a card. And oh my gosh, I get a quicker than sight. Quicker than sight allows me to cancel a shadow effect. I don't think it would have helped me because I would have had to pull this guy back up into my hand, but it still would have been nice. Okay, well, let's ready and do all the things we need to do for the end of round and beginning of round. Okay, so we'll draw a card, and I get the Marksman of Lorient. Okay, so when I play it, that'll be good. So I guess I will play Hennemarth River Song again. Right now in the staging area is 2, 5, 2, 5, 8, +3 is 11. Oh man, okay. I'm going to quest for 2, 3, 3. So 3. And so here's getting 3, that's 6, and 3 is 9. Okay, and then I do have some things to worry about here. 9. I have 9, right? Three, 5, 5, 8, and 1 is 9. Okay, good. This is the active, so it's not contributing to strat. And I'm questing for 1, 3, 6, 9. And I'm going to have to do something to this guy, but we'll figure that out in a minute. Okay, so 9 versus 9. Okay, so we'll turn this card over and see what we get here. Doomed 1. This is Sunken Ruins. First of all, like the art with everything on this in this campaign, it's like these scenarios have amazing art. MJ was feeling herself when she came up with this because it's just phenomenal. Anyways, Doomed 1, and it says each uncharted location in the staging area gets +1 until the end of the phase. If the active location has the Ruins trait, discard 1 resource from each hero and objective ally in play. Guess what? I wish I could cancel that, but I can't. So I have to discard 1, 2, 3 resources from each hero and objective ally in play. That's a bummer. And we have to increase our threat by 1. There's only 1 uncharted location in the staging area. There was only 1 uncharted location in the staging area, so that was this guy. So I'm up to 10, but I lost all sorts of resources because of that. I need to make progress, so I'm going to use Galadriel. To go up to 13, 13. versus 10 is 3 progress. This is 2. So I put 1 here. So 1 is going to go on to, I think I'm going to go back up here. I'm wasting time, but I need to build up my board state a little bit before I do anything crazy. It says that I can add the progress to a progress in the staging area. So it's either going to be here or here, but I'm going to go here. I'll put that progress there. And then this is here. So then I can also use the, I really don't have a lot that I can do. I get a resource here. There's a lot of upkeep that I have to go about doing here. So I traveled back up there. Okay. It says, when it's flipped over while active, each player must exhaust a character with at least 2 attack. Okay. So, you know what's really funny is that this guy has 2 attack right now. I guess it doesn't really matter. Okay. When it's flipped over while active, I don't know. If it's flipped over, it's only immediately, right? I already flipped it over, and it's all 1 sentence. Maybe I guess the intention is that you have to do that every time you travel there. I'm engaged here. Okay, deal a shadow card. Okay, I have to do damage, so I'll do damage to Celeborn. I will exhaust this guy to defend here. I get -2 for this attack, so okay, so I take 2 damage. Thank you to that stupid thing. And I can't do any damage to this. So now we reset, we do everything and start all over again here. But before I do that, I'm going to put 2 progress, 1 progress on a location here. I guess I could put 2 progress on an uncharted location. It doesn't say an uncharted location in the staging area. So I could put 2 progress on an uncharted location over here, right? Because it doesn't specify where it is. So I guess I'll put 2 progress here. 2 progress. Okay, good. Okay, so now I ready everybody. I'm at 36 threat. Okay, I get another Lorien guide. Okay, I'm not sure Lorien guides are going to be the key to this scenario here, but I'm going to spend 1 here on Inner Strength. So Inner Strength is a master card. So this works in conjunction with the 1 ring, and it says attached hero gets +1 defense. The other thing is I can raise my threat and cancel a shadow card, which apparently is something that I need to do. So that's really what I'm worried about mostly in this scenario. Apparently now. I wasn't worried about it when I started, but again, it's been a long time, so I'm practically playing this blind. So right now in the staging area is 2, 3. Okay, so that's good. Okay, I could explore that. I could flip it. So maybe I will. Do I want to flip it now? Yeah, let's flip it now. Let's see if we can get a reason to move here. So I'm going to put 2 progress here, and then I flip this, and this is a Flooded Ruins, which is, we've seen that. That's this card. So this adds its threat to the staging area while it's active. Okay. But I have 3. I only have 4 in the staging area right now. Okay, so I'm feeling pretty good. So Sahir is going to go for 2. I'll look at the card here, the top card. It's a Drowned Dead. More amazing art. When Drowned Dead attacks and destroys an ally, place that ally in the bottom of its owner's deck. Will do. Okay, so I'm going to have to engage that guy too, so that's going to be rough. But that's 2. Okay, so I just have to quest for 6. So I'm questing for 2, 3, and then I'll do 6. And because I don't need to worry too much about anything, I'm just going to, let's see. I will lower my threat by 1 and draw a card. And I get it quicker than sight. So now I have some shadow cancellation at least. So 3, 5, 6. Okay. Okay, this comes out. I break even. I don't have to travel anywhere, which is kind of what I want. And now this guy engages me. Okie doke. It's a lot of stuff going on here. Okay. Okay, I will deal shadow cards. 1, 2. I'm going to, let's see, do damage here to because of the because of that. I am going to also play the Marksman of Lorien for 3 using Thranduil's ability. The Marksman can come out. Okay, I'm going to target this guy for minus 2 defense. Okay, so now I will defend. I guess I can defend this guy with Nausea. It's the best I got here. This guy gets an extra resource. Okay, so defend with Nausea. Nausea is defending for 3. No shadow, and it's that Sunken Ruins, so that's good. Okay, and now I will defend here for 3. No shadow, and it's Aimless Wanderer. So that's also not fun to deal with, but 4, 3 damage here. And this was 3 damage here. So I'm going to exhaust the Marksman to kill this guy. Okay. Okay, so now we ready at the end of the round. Raise threat. I can't travel. I'm not going to travel. At least don't want to. Okay, and now we will raise threat and do all the good things that we need to do here. I get Island Amid Perils, which allows me to lower my threat by the cost of the card that I pull back into my hand, as long as it's Sylvan. I'll look at the top card of the encounter deck. I'm sick and tired of flipping it over here. Okay, so let's take a look at what this is. I once asked Caleb what his favorite adjective was to describe an enemy, and so like faithless, that sounds awesome. Faithless Desecrator, I think that those are pretty cool. So this is an undead, and it says while engaged with a player, Faithless Desecrator contributes its threat to the total threat in the staging area. Okay, so I have to overcome 6, and hopefully now that I have an attacker out, I can do some damage to the Revenant. I'm gonna have to engage that thing, but okay, so he's questing for 3 now. So that's 3. And let's see. I think I will do 3, and 3 is 6, which allows me to quest even here, right? 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Okay, so this comes out. Okay, it's kind of like John from Cardboard of the Rings would say, it's playing math the game, which I don't mind right now. I didn't put any progress on the location. I'm kind of... Oh, you know what I need to do? Wait, before I quest here, I'm going to quest here 7. Because I want to be able to put a... Because I have to quest successfully in order to do that. So I may have added this incorrectly. If you quest even, that's not successful. Okay, so I'm doing 7 versus 6. I get to put 1 progress here. Okay, and that's all I want to do. Before anything happens, I'm going to use Gladriel to lower my threat. Draw a card, and I get Orphan, which is nice. Okay. I have to turn my deck around. So I'm not traveling. I'm just going to go here. This guy does this. I do a damage. I'll do a damage to Celeborn because of the archery. Maybe I'll do the damage here. So I'll do this. Go like this here. I'm going to play Orphan for 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, Orphan doesn't defend, but he certainly attacks, so that's good. Okay, so I will use this to defend the Revenant. There's no shadow. Okay, and this, I'm going to use Nausea to defend the Desecrator. No shadow. Okay, that makes me feel good. And then I can do, I can't quite do enough here. Let's see. Oh yeah, this is 3 because he just came into play. Plus 3 is 6. That gets rid of the Desecrator. Okay. So now we will ready, heal, do all the things that we need to do. I get an Unexpected Courage. I don't even need to show you what that is. I'm going to use Gladriel to lower my threat. Draw another card, and I get another Minstrel. Ugh. Okay. Well, I mean, I scoff, but that's okay. Okay, so look, I'm gonna put Henemarth here. We get this stupid doomed one. Does the okay? So it's the sunken ruins. So it's the one that gets doomed 1, and in the staging area it gets +1. There's no ruins location in the staging area. If the active location is the ruins trait, which it doesn't, so that's going to fizzle. Okay, so right now in the staging area is 4, and let's see, he's gonna exhaust and do 4. +1 is 5. Okay, so 5. So this fizzles. I have to do the doomed 1. I love that art though. Oh my god, that art is so good. Okay, so doomed 1. Okay, so this is explored. I get to remove this. If I travel here, that means I have to add to the staging area 3. I'll have 8 in the staging area again, and it says while it's active, characters with less than 2 do not ready during the refresh phase. So if I go here, I can't ready the things that I have going on. So, I mean, I guess I'm okay with that, but whatever. At some point, I have to travel. I can't just sit here forever. Okay, so I guess I'm going to go here. Okay. I'm going to use the spyglass to put 2 progress onto this location here. Okay. And I'm feeling all right. Maybe. Yeah, I guess that's what I got. Okay. I have to do a damage. So I'll do a damage here. Deal a shadow card here. I will defend. I'm going to play. Do I want to play the minstrel? I think I'm going to play the handmaiden. So lower my threat by 1. I'm at 35. I'm going to play her for 2. Okay. I'm defending here. I took my damage and no shadow. Okay, soulless cadaver. Bah. Okay, now I'm going to do some damage. I do 2. 3, 4, 5 to do 2 damage to the Revenant. Okay, finally, do a little damage to the Revenant. Let's ready and do some stuff. And I get another handmaiden. Okay, I'm going to put Unexpected Courage onto Galadriel. So, look, this allows me to exhaust. I didn't raise my threat, so I'm not going to lower my threat. I'm going to exhaust, and I get a Greenwood Archer, that's actually what I needed. Okay, and then I will use the Unexpected Courage to ready Galadriel, and then the only other thing I can do with her is to quest. So that's 4. And then I will use Sahir, and I am doing, I don't even know how much. Sahir's doing 5, 9. So I'm at 9 in the staging area. Oh, wait, I have to look. It's going to be another 2. That's 11. So I have 3, 6, 8, 9 in the staging area. 9 that I can do. Okay, so let's see what we get. We get a Profane Dead. More great art. When you travel to the right, Profane Dead makes an immediate attack against the engaged player. So I did 10, so that puts 1 progress here. Okay. Now I'm going to exhaust the spyglass, I guess, to put another progress here. I think I'm going to start traveling to the right here. Okay, but I do have 35 threats, so that's kind of a bummer. So I'm going to engage this guy. So now I have to deal shadow cards. Okay, and now I'm going to spend 2. And I'm going to ready Thranduil, because that's what this does. Okay, so now I will defend Thranduil, defend the Revenant, no shadow. Okay, and I guess Nasia. Oh, I have to put a resource here. Okay, and defend for 2 here. No shadow. Nasia doesn't take any damage. And so now let's see what I can do. I can do 3, 6 to kill this. And then I need to do 4 here. So that's 2, 4, and that kills the Revenant. Now the Revenant gets shuffled back in, and I put here so that you can see I'll put a resource on the campaign card. Okay, the Revenant is shuffled in. Ready and do a thing and do a thing and do a thing. But I can't ready anything that has less than 2 willpower. I won't raise my threat because I'm going to use Gladriel to lower it and to draw a card. Hey, I get a Steward of Gondor, which is nice. And then my normal card, I get a Tree People, which is nice. Okay, let's take the Steward of Gondor and put it onto Galadriel. Okay, so 2, and then I'm going to exhaust the Steward of Gondor to immediately do that. I'm going to spend 0 to bring Hanamarth back into my hand. And I get to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and I feel like I already know. Actually, do I want tanky or do I want Legolas? I think I want Legolas. Okay. But there's a test of will. Okay. Okay, so now I will play Hanamarth, and then I'm going to play a Handmaiden for 2, and that reduces my threat by another 1. So I'm down to 34 threat. Okay. I'm going to play the Shadow Key. I'm going to exhaust the Spyglass to go here, and then that's going to throw this, and it's 2. And it's a Winding Cavern. Let's see what it is. This is a great effect for this scenario. It says, while Winding Caverns is the active location, each enemy gets plus 10 engagement cost. Okay. And it says, when you would travel from Winding Caverns to another location, it says you may travel to a location up to 3 locations away. You must still pay that location's travel cost in order to travel there. In the staging area, I have 3, 5, 8, 9. Okay. I can exhaust Hanamarth to look at the top card of the deck, and it's a Faithless Desecrator, so that's going to be 2 more. So that's, I'm at 11. Okay, so now what are we going to do to quest here? Okay, so I can do 2, 5. Legolas is questing because he just came into play, so that's 5 plus 2 is 7. And then I'm going to save Sahir. And that's going to be, let's see, 7, that's 11. I can't do, let's see, I can do, I want to be careful because I don't want to lose. I have to be able to quest for, okay. I'm pretty sure that I'll be able to kill the Desecrator here. Okay, so I will, I'll do another 2 here. So I want to be able to travel. Okay, so that's 13 versus 11. So that's, I put 1 here. And then the progress, any progress in the staging area. So I guess I'll go here. Okay, so now I get to remove this 3 progress and travel. And when I travel, I'm going to travel to here and get off a ruins location. Okay, and that is good. So I have 4 locations in the staging area. And those locations in the staging area, 2 of them are lost and 2 of them are okay, I guess. I guess I will... I will engage the Desecrator. I will deal it a shadow card, and I will defend. Let's see, this guy's defending for 2, so I'm actually going to defend with I guess I can defend with anything here. I'll take 1 damage here from here, and then I'll defend with Colorborn, I guess. Okay, and that is discard the bottom card of your deck if attacking enemy makes an additional attack. Okay, 2 or less. Oh, it's 4. Okay, so I would love to see Ancestral Armor, but it's okay. So no damage. Okay, and now I need to attack and kill that thing, and I can do that with Sahir. Sahir's attacking for 6. So this guy dies. I will also exhaust Legolas, and I get to draw a card, and I get a Marksman of Lorien. When Legolas participates in an attack that destroys an enemy, I get to draw a card. Okay, so now I get to ready. Okay, I get Come Together. It says choose up to X characters. X is the level of Come Together. Come Together, I just upgraded to 5. So, and it says it gives me all sorts of stuff that I can do, which is nice because I'm going to be able to heal Nasia and Sahir. Okay, so that's card number 1. That's from my normal thing. And then for Galadriel, I get another Sylvan Tracker. So right now, I don't think the Sylvan Tracker is as important. I'm going to play a Minstrel, the Galathrim Minstrel for 2 here. Minstrel lets me search the top 5 for an event. And the only event I get is a Test of Will. But that's the only event I need. I'm glad to have a Test of Will. I will exhaust Hanamarth to look at the top card, and it's a Drowned Dead. Okay, so that adds 2. What's in the staging area? 1, 3, 5, 7, 8, and 2. Okay, so that's 10. So I have to do 10 somehow. I'm going to take the Spyglass, and I am going to look at, I'm going to not look at, but I'm going to put 2 here. Okay, in the staging area. Yeah, I guess that's the thing to do. Okay, and now Galadriel can't be used for anything else other than questing, so 4, 6, 8. I need to get up to, let's see, 15 would be nice. Plus another 2, that's 10. 11. 13. Then 2 more. Who's got 2? I guess I'll use, I'll do that. So that's 15. Precise questing. So I'm going to, this guy comes out, nothing unless I destroy an ally, so I don't have to worry about any effect there. So that's 10. Let me just double check. So that's 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, 10. Okay. And I guess now we made it through here. Do we want to travel I'm feeling pretty good about traveling. So I think I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 here. Okay, so now because I traveled there, this goes off, and now, okay, and now I look at this. Let's hope, come on, let's hope it's something. Oh, I got another winding cave. Okay, well, that's exciting. Help me be able to deal with Nas to Sahir here. I'm gonna put a 5 spot. Okay, so now I'm going to, I traveled. I'm going to go here. I'm going to optionally engage this guy. Deal it a shadow card. Defend with Thranduil for 4. I have to do a damage to something, which I'll do there. Okay. No shadow. The Revenant. Okay, that's a bummer. And now I can use Legolas and Sahir to... Oh, I'm going to put the damage on this guy. Okay, to draw a card. I get another Greenwood Archer. This guy dies. Good. Okay, so now we ready, draw cards, do all that good stuff. So draw my normal card, I get a Faint Voices, which I like. Draw my card from Galadriel, I get Rumil, which I like. And now I'm going to use, spend 2 for the Minstrel to play, let's see, to look for an event. And I just happen to get a Tree People. Now I'm going to, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to exhaust Hanamarth to look at the top card of the encounter deck, and it's a Aimless Wandering. Aimless Wandering is a treachery, and it says the players as a group must remove all characters with a total of at least X willpower from the quest. X is the number of uncharted locations in the staging area. Right now I have 3 uncharted locations. The first player may give Aimless Wandering Doom 2 to look at the face down side of an uncharted location in the staging area. So I am going to do that, but I want to make sure that because I have 3, I have to quest for 3 more. I'm going to use the Spyglass to look at this location. Okay. See. Okay. And this is the Jungle Path, which is the same as that. Okay. Now I'm going to use the Tree People to bring this guy back into my hand and to look for an ally in the top 5. Part of me wants to bring out Galleon for 0, but I think I'm going to do an 8th guide. Okay, and I'm going to spend 1 to bring this guy back out. Now, the 8th guide allows me to pick a hero, and that hero doesn't exhaust to quest. So, look, I have... Let me see if I can arrange this correctly here. Okay, so these 3 just came into play. So 2, 4, 6. Okay, and the hero that I'm going to pick is Celeborn for 9. Galadriel has nothing left to do except quest. So she's questing for, so that's 13. And let's see, in the staging area is 2, 4, 8, 9, 12. So I can do that. So that's 9 in this, right? 2, 4, 8, 12. Okay. I should do a couple more. Nah, I'm not going to do a couple more. This goes And again, I have X is the number of uncharted locations in the staging area, which there is. And it says I can give that Doom 2 to look at the face down side of an uncharted location in the staging area. So Doom 2, this goes up to 36. Now look, this says it's immune to player card effects, but this isn't a player card. So I can look at this. It's in the staging area. So I'm going to look at this, and I'm going to keep it faced up. And so there's the entrance. Okay. So that's where I'm going to want to go. Okay. That's crazy. Okay. But this is looked at. This is not turned over. I just look at it. So I'm going to put a little marker on this that says that that's the one that I want to go to. Okay. So that I need to be able to find this guy to be able to get the gate key. But I just need to travel to do it. Okay, so let's ready and then do all the things we need to do here. Okay, I get another Greenwood Archer. Okay, I'm going to play. These are all. So I'm going to play this for 3. 1, 2, 3. Good. Okay. Oh, I get to draw another card. I didn't raise my threat, but I get to draw a second card because of Gladriel. And I get a Woodland Courier. Okay. So this is some core set love. It says commits to a quest, put 1 progress on the active location. I'm going to put this guy into play. And then I'm going to put this guy into play. I just need to spend some resources. So these came into play this round. So I'm going to commit 4 to the quest just from those guys. Okay, I'm actually going to, let's see, look at the top card of the encounter deck. And it's the Throngs of Unfaithful. They get Surge. We're going to have to deal with those. Okay, I'll show you what they are. Okay, Surge, it says when Throngs of Unfaithful are destroyed, discard the bottom card of the engaged player's deck. If that is printed 2 or less, put it back on the top of the encounter deck. So this is just going to be one of those things that keeps recurring and keeps being a pain in the butt. So I don't know exactly how much I'm going to need, but this is 2, 4, 8, 9, at least 10 in the staging area. Okay, and I'm at 4. I can't do much except, let's see, I'm going to exhaust the Spyglass, I guess, to put 2 progress on this island. Okay. Let's see, I can do another 4 here. So that's going to be 8. I guess I can do a progress because of the Lorien Guide. That's 8. I readied him so he doesn't have damage. We'll put the 1, put another 3. That's 11. And I don't know how much more I'm going to need. I'll do 2, 4. That's 15, 16, 17, 18. So I'm at 18. I'll put it down here on the 8, but no, that's 18. So I don't want to have to move this. Okay, so 18 versus 10. So this comes out. Okay. And then we get a Furious Rainstorm. When revealed, each player must choose to raise his threat by the number of characters committed to the quest, or deal 1 damage to each of his characters committed to the quest. Oh, I hate that. 1 damage to each. I have a whole bunch of characters committed to the quest. So guess what? Test of Will. 10. And I did 18, so that puts enough progress here. So I'm going to travel back here. Okay, and then this flips, and this is a Drowned Graves. We already went to the Drowned Graves. It says, while active, discard the top X cards from the encounter deck. Each player adds an enemy discarded this way by discarded by this effect to the staging area. X is 2 more than the numbers of players in the game, so we discard 1, 2, 3, and look, we get another Throngs of the Unfaithful. Both of these Throngs of the Unfaithful engage. And we take a shadow card. 1, 2. Now we defend. Who knows who we're going to defend? Oh, I got to take a damn. I'll do a damage here. And now I will defend with. Who are my defenders? I guess I will defend. Well, I'll defend one with Thranduil, of course. And it says defending Eric, it's -2 for this attack. So I still don't take any damage. And now I will do this. And I get no shadow. This guy takes 1 damage. And so now I get to do, let's see, 3, 6 to kill this. And so it says if discard the bottom card of my deck. It's 0. Printed cost is 2 or less. Return it to the top of the engagement of the card. That's fine. And then I draw a card. I get an 8th guide. Okay. And now I can kill this with Sahir, who does this. And then I look at the bottom card of my deck. And, oh, Testival. Okay. And so that puts that on the top. So now I'm getting a whole bunch of crazy things happening. I think you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to just do that. I'm going to play Island Amid Perils. I'll show you what that does. I get to return a Sylvan ally to my hand to reduce my threat by X, where X is the printed cost of the ally. And so I don't know if I want bang for my buck by bringing Legolas back, or if I want to use Orphan. But I think I'm going to choose Orphan because it's 1 less threat, yes, but I'll be able to continue to have Legolas out in play, drawing me cards before I run out of cards in my deck. I'm going to bring Orphan back. That lowers my threat by 3. Which is what I want to do. And that's the end of the round. Okay, so I'll ready. Okay, my first card is Haldir of Lorien. And my second card is going to be Galdor's Council. Okay. So I'm going to play Galdor's Council. It says add X resources to any hero's resource pool. X is half the level of Galdor's Council, rounded up. So Galdor's Council is 5. So just going to add 3 resources to Galadriel's resource pool. Okay, so this goes in the victory display. 1, 2, 3. So now I'm going to play the Woodland Courier. Okay, I guess I will put Progress here. And now I'm going to play the other Lorien Guide. That's 2. And I'm going to play a Nath Guide for 2. Actually, I'm going to not play the Nath Guide. I'm going to play Orphan for 3. Okay, do a little rearranging here because things happen and things are crazy. So okay. So without trying, I'm going to actually take this one and put it over onto Nasia. So now without trying, I'm doing 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and I'm going to exhaust. Oh, it doesn't even matter. Okay, because I know it's on the top. Okay, and then I'll exhaust. So I'm at 8, and I get to put 2 progress here. 1, 2. Yippee. Okay. And I think I'm going to use the spyglass here to look at what this location is. I don't really know what I'm looking for in terms of to try to get the gate key. But okay, jagged cliffs. Well, jagged cliffs is the active location. The location to the right is not considered to be in the staging area. It's flipped over while active. Look at the face down side of each adjacent copy of Lost Island. I guess I lose its ability there. I'm playing like Grim Rule completely here. Okay, so now, let's see, I'm at 8. Galadriel can't do anything else. It's 12. 13, 14, 15. 19. Okay, so 19. Right, 20. I'll do 20. Okay, so there I am. There, so I get 2 of these. 1, 2, Surgy, and then I get Deeper into the Ruins. It says until the end of the phase, add X threat to the total threat in the staging area, where X is the total of all the locations to the left of the active location. In its row. If X is 0, Deepest Ruins gains doomed 1. Okay, so all the threat to the left, that's another 5. Okay, so another 5, because it's 2 and 3 is 5. So 15 versus 20 gives me, I'm able to put 5. So I'll put on this one here. Okay, and then I'll spend the 4 to turn it over. Here's another jagged cliffs. Okay. So does that mean the only location that's left is this one? That could possibly have something that allows me to get the gate key. Okay. So I'm going to travel here, so that way I can get up there pretty easily. Okay. Enemies get plus 10 engagement cost. Well, okay, so that means that this is the only enemy. I can only engage 1 enemy, which I guess I'm fine with. Okay, so we give it a shadow card. I will defend with Thranduil. Oh, I have to do a damage somewhere. I'll do it to this. I'll do it to Thranduil. Okay. It says if this attack destroys a character, doesn't. Okay, and actually doesn't even damage him. Okay, and then I will kill it using Legolas. So that's another. So now I look at the bottom card of my deck. And it's 4. So this thing gets killed. Okay, good. Yay. And it's a Host of the Glathrim, which is a card that I'm fine not having to play. So now I get to draw a card because of Legolas's ability, and I get another Neath Guide. Okay. And now I will ready and get resources and draw. Okay, so I get Asphalloth. That's great. And then I'm going to draw my card for Galadriel. I get another Feign Voices, so that's good. Okay, so now I get to play Asphalloth onto Galadriel. Okay, Asphalloth says, exhaust Asphalloth, place 1 progress token on any location. 2 tokens instead of attached. So I get to put some progress on locations, which is nice. I'm going to exhaust Asphalloth to put a progress on this location. Okay. And then I'm going to exhaust the spyglass to put another progress on this location. I'll play the Nath Guide for 2, and I will target Celeborn, I guess, with the Nath Guide. So, and then I will, if I can find Henamarth here. Okay, so I'll use Henamarth to look at what I'm getting here. I'm getting a Profane Dead. Okay, if I travel to the right, it makes an immediate attack. So I don't think I'm traveling to the right now. I'm going to have, say, 2, 6, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I'll put that over on the 3 for 13, and I want to make 4 extra progress. Actually, I don't need to make 4, I just need to make 2 extra progress. So 13, I need to make 15. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, plus 2 progress. So that's another 3 here, right? Let me see. 5 and 3, that's 8. 8. Gladriel can only quest, so that's 12. 12. 15. Okay, so this goes here. And let's see, just double check. 2, 6, 10, 11, 12, 13. 2 is 15. So now I can travel up to 3 places away. So I have no idea what the heck that location can be that's going to give me access to the gate key, but that's the only location left to explore. Otherwise, I must have screwed something up. What are the chances? The recording that I make for play here. So I'm going to go here and travel here. And it says it's a cursed temple. Okay, while at the cursed temple. Oh, see, I was at a cursed temple, and that's a shame. I didn't even know. I ignored it here when I went there from the beginning. Okay, I don't know what was going through my mind. I don't think it would have mattered too much. So here I'm going to go here. This guy engages me. These guys engage me. Okay. This is not option, not option. Option. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I can take him. I'll just kill everything. Okay. So start with the highest engagement cost. So that's that. I have a lot of things in the staging area here. Let me do this. So, okay. 2 defense. What do I have that has 2 defense? Nothing really. Let me do a damage somewhere. Do I have anything over here? Yeah, I can do damage to this guy. Okay, good. Now I'm going to, let's see, this guy's immune to player card effects, so that's not, okay, that can't be taken care of. This guy, it says when Throngs of Unfaithful is destroyed, so they're just weenies, so look, I'm going to defend this guy what I'm going to do before I do this is I'm going to play Come Together. So let's look at Come Together. Come Together says choose up to X characters. X is the level of Come Together, which now it's 5. And it says until the end of the round, each of those characters gets +2, because I have a leadership hero. It doesn't get any plus, it doesn't get attack. It's +2 willpower. And then it says gain a trait of your choice and heal up to 2 damage. So look, I'm going to give Captain Sahir the Sylvan trait, and I'm going to heal 2 damage off of Sahir. I'm going to give Nasia the Sylvan trait and heal up to 2 damage off of her, which is mainly what I want to do, but they get +2 defense and +2 willpower. I get +2 defense for 5 characters. So I'm gonna pick 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I guess. I don't know. Let's just go right across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Doesn't matter. She's not going to do anything. So let's defend here for 6. That's 5. That's good. He defends for 4. Let's do this. It says if this attack destroys an ally, which it doesn't, so that's no damage. And then let's do here and attack that guy. No damage. Okay, so now can I do 10? I think I can do 10. I have to do 11. So look, Sahir's going to do 6, 9, 10, 11, because this guy just came in. So this guy goes in the victory display, but I know he's going to come back out because I read that card. Okay, it says if unattached in the staging area gains action, exhaust a hero to gain to claim the gate key. So I'll do that. Okay, I'll exhaust a hero at some point to claim it. Okay, and now I have to do because I was able to destroy something with Legolas, I get the Elven King finally. Okay, and now I have to do some damage here. I'm going to do 3. Here, I'll do 6 damage this way, and that kills this. Okay, and then I'm going to do 3, 5, and hopefully that kills this Throngs of Undead. Ah, look, the other copy of Legolas. So this is dead. Okay. So, at the end, before the end of the turn, I'm going to put the thing on Sahir, or on Nasia. Now I'm going to ready everybody, and we're going to... I guess I could travel here during the travel phase. And I'm hoping that Starla is here. I guess I'm just going to go down here and just hope that Starla's here. If I don't get Starla, I don't get Starla. Okay, let's ready. Okay, I get a copy of Nenya. And then for my second card, I get another Woodland Courier. I'll put that down there. They do not ready. Who doesn't ready? A whole bunch of these things don't ready. Okay. Who knows? I have a whole bunch of stuff that's not ready. Okay. Because of that. Okay. But questing here, 3. So I have 11 in the staging area. And I think that I'm going to... I guess I'm just going to exhaust Galadriel to get this gate key. Okay. And what did I say for 11 in the staging area? Okay. And I know I can quest for, let's see, she doesn't ready, she attacked. Let's see. I still have all these cards in my hand. Let's see. I still have a whole bunch of stuff in my hand here. Okay, I'm going to play the Elven King for 1. Because that, he won't be able to ready. Okay, but I exhausted her. Okay. Exhausted Asphalot to put the 1 resource there. I'm not sure exactly who is whatever, but I can fake it till I make it here. I have a whole bunch of these guys that aren't, but I didn't have, let's see, that, okay. Okay, so I'm going to quest here. Okay, so I'll do 3. 9, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16. So I'll do 16. Okay, I'll put it on 6 just so I have it 16 versus 11. So let's see what we get. We get dwindling supplies. This sounds like horrible. It says each player must randomly discard cards from his hand until he has no more than 3 cards in his hand. Okay. I have a boatload of cards in my hand. So this is gonna be tough. Okay, so random. Let's see. So get rid of Nenya, not a problem. Feign Voices, that kind of hurts. Haldir hurts. Sylvan Tracker, quicker than sight. Marksman, another quicker than sight. A Woodland Courier, Rumel, and that's it. Okay, so I get to discard all those cards. So 16. I'm at least able to travel there. Okay. Now, I don't do it, nothing happens. Okay, I'm going to transfer a resource here and a resource here. Because why not? And it says, it's flipped over while active. Look at the face down side of each adjacent copy of Lost Island. So I don't have anything going there. Okay, so now we ready everything. I get the Elven King, and then for Galadriel's card, I get a copy of Olorien. So I will put Olorien into play onto Celeborn. To save the time, that just lowers the cost of a card, a Sylvan card. So I will play Nath Guide and reduce its cost by 1, and I will pick Celeborn. So that's going to be, let's see. So that's 2, 5. So in the staging area is 4, 6, 9, 10. Okay. And I'm going to, let's see, exhaust Anamarth to see what I'm getting. I'm getting deeper into the runes. So this is the one that's, it says add X to the staging axis total left of the active location. So 3, so I get another 7. Okay. Okay. So I have to do 17, which I don't think is going to be too tough. So I'm going to use Asphalloth and the Spyglass to put 1 progress on this location here. Okay. And now I can okay, and now I'm going to I just need to travel for 17, right? Or a quest for 17. So that's 5, and I don't have an enemy coming out, so that's going to be 5. Plus 7 is 5 plus 7 is 12, plus another 4 is 16 with her, and then let's see, I need another 1. So let me actually let me do 2 more. Actually, I can do a whole bunch more. So I'm going to do 2 more, so that's 18, and that does this here. And then I'll do 20, 22. I'll do 22. Okay, 22. So 22, this comes off, so I'm at 17 versus 22, so that's 5 progress. So I'm able to put 5 progress onto this here, because any progress that goes on to the main quest can go on to a location. So I'm going to put that there. I'm going to travel here. Okay. Okay, ready? Yes, ready, everybody. Oh, this guy was quested successfully. And then I'm going to put 1 and 1 here. Okay, good. Okay, I'm going to draw, I get a Minstrel, and then Galadriel's card, again, another copy of Nenya. I'm going to play the Minstrel for 2 here. Actually, I'll play the Minstrel for 1 because of this. So that's, I get to look for an event, and I get a Test of Will, which is all I really wanted. Okay, that's 2. Asphalloth gives me 1 more progress here, and I'm going to quest. I'm going to look here, top card, and it's the Soulless Cadaver. Hey, so that's another 3. So what's 2? 10 plus 3 is 13. So I'm going to have to quest for 13. So I'll do 4. 2 is 6. 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, I guess. 13. Okay, so this guy engages, or not engages, that's what we get. We get 13. Okay, I don't quest successfully, but that's okay. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to travel. I have to exhaust the gate key, or the gate key to travel here, and I know that this is what we want, and I'm going to do this, and Rado's entrance is flipped over when active. Put Temple Guardian into play from the victors. Engaged with the player with the highest threat. That's me. Okay, and then what does it say? Travel action. I'm going to, hopefully this is Starla. Okay. If not, I have a recurring nightmare. coming into my hand. Oh, it is Starla. Oh, geez, let's take a look at Starla. Okay, so it says X is half the level of Starla, rounded up. So right now she's, I guess, level 0. Okay. It says after Starla is discarded from your hand or deck, play her. That's nice. Okay. And it says after Starla exhausts, place 1 progress on her. So she comes into play. Okay, that's cool. And so traveled here. I have to put 8 progress on this. This is not immune or anything. And then I don't even have to engage this guy. I'm just going to leave this up in the staging area. Okay, and now I'll take care of this guy. So he's attacking for 5. So I will do this. Deal in a shadow card, I guess. So defend for 4, no shadow. He takes a damage. He also has archery. So let's see. I'll do this. So now let's do some. So look here. I'll just exhaust all of these guys. 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13. That kills this guy again. And because of that, I was able to draw a card, and I get a Marksman of Lorien. It's still the end of it's still that phase, so I can, let's see. What do I want to do? I guess I'll bring the Marksman. What do I, no. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to ready Thranduil, and then I'm going to also use him to attack. So I'm going to ready Thranduil using the Elven King. That brings Orphan back into my hand. Okay, so he was then used to attack. Okay, and now I'm going to pay 3 to bring Orphan back out. 1, 2, 3. And I get to get Rumil back into my hand. I think that's where we want to go with that. Now, I am going to ready, heal, raise, do all that stuff. Okay, now I get to draw. I get a copy of Olorien, and I get an Unexpected Courage. Just to be fun, I'm going to play the Host of the Glathrim for 4. So that's going to be, before I do that, I'm going to do this. And that gives me, okay. That adds the threat here. So 7, what do we want? 7, 9, 11, plus 4 is 15. So I'll do that. Okay, so now I'm playing the Host of the Glathrim for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, Host of the Glathrim for 4. That brings all of these cards back up into my hand. Okay. Okay, and now let's see what I can do. Okay, Legolas, whatever. None of these matter. Okay. Oh, okay. Orphan, I'm allowed to bring an enemy back in, or ally back into my hand. So I'm going to pick the Woodland Courier. Okay. Then the Minstrel. I get to, I don't think, let's see. Okay. Galleon. Okay. So that's all that I have left in my hand. Okay. So then this, I get to lower my threat by 2. Okay. I get another 2. I get to look. Galleon, I'm going to pick him to not exhaust a quest. I get to look, get Galleon. I get to put a progress on the current location. Then I'll pick Thranduil also. And then, let's see, I get to, using Asphalloth, I get to put a progress. Using the Spyglass, I get to put another progress. Okay, and now, let's see. 2, 4. Oh, and now I'm going to spend another 2 to bring out the Woodland Courier. So that's 4. Okay, I probably should have brought it out and then brought it out again, but I didn't do that. Okay, so now let's quest. So I'm going to quest for 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 25, 28. And that puts 2 more progress onto this because of the Lorien Guide. 28, 31, 33. This is used up. 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 39. I'll leave these guys up. 39, 42, 43, 47. So 47 against 4, 6, 9. This goes off, and I think I win. I'm able to explore this guy. And it says, while the grotto entrance is flipped over while active, put Temple Guardian into play. I did that. When the 8th progress is placed in the grotto's entrance, the players have found the sunken ruins and win the game. Okay, so let's see what the campaign resolution is. If Starla is under a player's control, add her to the campaign pool. Yes. Okay, so I have her. And it says, for each recurring nightmare that is not secret, which I did, I don't have any of those. And it says, for the remainder of the campaign, that player shuffles that recurring night after they draw. So, okay, so I have Starla. And it says, gain XP for the following. For each surviving player, I gain some XP. XP for each resource. So I had 1 resource on this, okay? It says, for each face-up temple halls. Okay, so I don't have any temple halls. It says, 1 XP if 4 or fewer uncharted locations are face-up. Okay, 1 XP if the guardian is in the victory display, which I did. And it says, if the surviving player's threat is 40 or less, which I did. And then I didn't get Ominous Fate. So that's not in this, it's nowhere to be seen. Okay, looks like I get 4 resources and I have 1 left over. So I think I'm going to use that for Starla, but who knows? Okay, 5 XP, ready for the next scenario.